The Honda LPGA Thailand, part of the season-long race to the CME Globe. For many players on the LPGA Tour, the chance to win in your home country happens just once a year. This week, as the LPGA visits Thailand, it's world #1 Gino Tiddekun's chance. Her compatriots Ariya Jutanugarn and Patty Tavatanakit both know what it's like to experience the joy of winning on home soil. Gino has been close here before. Today she's in prime position to achieve her goal. The 23-year-old holding a 2-shot lead to begin the final round. But Gino isn't the only story. Hyo-Joo Kim is a proven winner and major champion. Allison Corpus looks to become just the 4th American to win here. And don't forget about the Hall of Famer Lydia Ko, starting the day 4 behind. It's day 4 of the Honda LPGA Thailand. On Sunday at Siam Country Club, final round of the Honda LPGA Thailand. Pretty spot here. Tough conditions and the fact that it's very hot out there, but players are handling it well. Famous faces from the LPGA Tour in action here on Sunday. Somebody right in the mix. This player, Gino Tiddekun, trying to get her hands on that trophy for the first time. And we'll go over to the 7th. Welcome back, Tim Lowe.
Yeah, thanks for the little break. Good to hear the commissioner in there. Good to see Hannah Green pop in a birdie. It's back-to-back for Hannah.
Allison Corpus, you saw her not too comfortable with the tee shot. This has second at 6.
130 yards left for Corpus. She's far enough back in the bunker to clip this. It's an 8 steep bank to negotiate at the front of this green.
Sounded like she caught that one nicely. Oh, just catching that bank Sophie was mentioning.
Makes that task a bit more difficult for Allison. Nobody at the moment getting on a birdie run like we've seen on previous days. If there was a player just behind Gino doing that, could be the difference come the end of the day. Now, Hyo-Joo.
It's going to be hard to get to this left pin with the ball so far below her feet. Everything wants this to move to the right. 124 yards.
It's a good shot from that lie. We could see her really trying to get her weight over onto that left side.
Gino, final one to go.
The place to be. The angle is fantastic. A pitching wedge, one of those 3/4 ones, 118 yards. But it does play up the hill and into the wind.
That's more like it from Gino. Just what she needed.
Just what she needed, just kind of settle herself.
Let's bring you up to speed with what has happened so far and give you some highlights from players that are in the mix today. This is Allison Corpus at the opening hole, her 3rd shot. That would lead to her only birdie so far. This is a shot that was played just before we came on the air. This was really good.
It was, wasn't it? Just a little chip and run, got to the top of the slope and just let the momentum of the ball feed it down towards the pin. Just the start Tidekun wanted.
And she would convert that for a birdie to get it to 21 under par early. Chizzy EY made a nice start to the day. Couple of birdies. Thought that she was going to really press on, but has made all pars since then. 7's an eagle chance today. This is Alim Kim.
Yeah, definitely an eagle chance today. 507 yards, pin in the front section, the easier section. And there's Alim Kim showing you how it's done.
Alim Kim is 6 under for her round. Lydia Ko This is a tee shot at 4.
Yeah, this was just all over it. Vintage Lydia Ko.
She would make birdie there, but then hit a very poor second shot at 5, which led to a bogey. So she's just 1 under for the day. Lydia's on 17 under par. Harriet Jutanagan delighting the home fans. Eagle at the 7th. And Area 5 under for this final round. She's inside the top 10. This is Hannah Green. Almost holing out there. And Hannah with a couple of birdies, having dropped a shot early. Back out to the 6th, and Alison Corpuz.
The miss around this golf course is certainly short of the pins. You're always chipping up the hill, and you get a good look. There's not many bunkers that block the front of these greens. It's pretty simple, this 15-yard pitch and run.
Was clumsy. She got far too much ball there. Tester now for par.
At the 8th, Hannah Green. We have back-to-back birdies. Flying it in the hole. Here's Yu Kim over at number 6 for birdie.
It's got the old faithful back in the bag, the red mallet. She did change putters last year, and hey, it worked. She had a brilliant season, but her shooting stars will be pleased. They like the red and white.
That's a fan club, is it?
Yes. Yeah, I haven't seen too many of them, actually. This one will just turn left to right at the end. Very subtle.
First birdie of the day. Coach, you played a very light schedule for the second half of the season last year. Said you just wanted to take some time away, refresh.
Yeah, she's been on tour quite a few years now. Sometimes you just need to, as she says, get away, refocus. And that's what we've seen her do an awful lot of over the years. And she gets her putter going, and she can go low. She can roll a few in a row.
She shot 61 at Evian.
And that's not the easiest golf course with all the slopes and the greens there.
Now Alison Corpuz for par.
She'll have seen the line with her chip. Players will all be watching that.
Oh, the early walk. You can't do it. You can't do the early walk.
She thought she had that.
Yeah.
Just spinning out on the right edge.
Shame. So back to where she started the day. And Gino with a chance, a very good chance for birdie. You'd expect her to make this. You were saying when we were walking down to the commentary box earlier today that the Buick win was a key moment for her. Why do you say that?
Yeah, I think that Buick win just towards the end of last year, she had kind of, you'd have to say, given away the tournament in Cincinnati to Charlie Hull with a 4-putt on the last green. And she said there at Buick she'd taken a few weeks off, gone back, thought about it, talked to her coach, talked to some friends. Yeah. And she holds some really good putts, you know, coming down the stretch to get into that playoff, and then hold a couple of really good ones in the playoff. And I think that just kind of, I mean, because a golfer, as we all know, you can get the confidence, but you can lose it just as quickly.
Third shot for Lydia Ko at the par 5 7th.
God, she was in that bunker, a good kind of 30 yards short of the green. Never easy.
Hannah Green for 3 birdies in a row.
Yeah, much simpler third for Chizzy at 7. Very simple indeed.
Ties her for the lead, 21 under.
Let's toss the cat amongst the proverbial pigeons now, isn't it? Let's have another look at this.
Yeah, as you said, Tim left herself in the easiest of spots, but what a chip. Lydia liked that one. And that's what we've been waiting for, some of these pursuers to put a little bit of pressure on Titikin.
That was quite a loud roar. Does Gino Titikun know that she has company at the top? It's going to be Yeoju Kim first to peg it up, though.
Stand still, please.
I can confirm that we heard it. It was raucous down at the green. It was an eagle cheer. There's a certain difference, isn't there, between an eagle and a birdie cheer. 7th hole, we're back. We've had 3 days at the back tee, so it plays over 500 yards. A dogleg that swerves from left to right. It's downwind off the right-hand side. Driver for Hyoju.
Hoji would have to hit 2 of her very best to get there. She's in a good position there, though.
Stand still, please.
The 3 trees in front, in the middle of the fairway that you can carry. But if you can pitch it at 250 yards, there's an opportunity to catch a downslope. She's been hitting irons into this green all week, as Gino. You'd like to keep it down the left-hand side.
It's fortunate just to kick out a little bit, but I think she might have to try and cut something round some trees.
This is a 10. 3rd shot for Area.
Well played.
Back on 7 with Corpus.
He's normally a very accurate driver, sits inside the top 10 on the LPGA Tour. So an unusual one on the 6th that was left.
Normal service resumed for Corpus.
Up ahead at the green, this is Lydia Ko. Found that cross bunker with her 2nd shot. This tournament has been flipped on its head courtesy of Chizzy EY, who just moments ago at the par 5 7th produced this bit of wedge wizardry to grab herself her share of the lead with Gino Titikun.
This is the 10th hole, and Area Jutanagan for birdie. That gets Area to 6 under for the day. 4 shots back.
What is too far?
Now up to 11. Haven't seen too much of the US Women's Open champion Maya Stark this week. She finds herself at 11 under par.
And I think nearly soon to be 12 under par.
8th hole. A lot of people gathered around this par 3. There are a lot of Japanese expats in this area of Thailand. In fact, 40% of the membership here comes from Japan. Here working for various different companies. And so a lot of them are out supporting Chizzy Iwai today. There'll be some noise, as we heard when that eagle went in on the previous green.
I've seen that she's pulled, maybe about the 3rd short iron she's pulled. Got up and down the previous 2 occasions.
Former winner here of this championship, Annika Madsen. Alongside Maya Stark for this final round, and shot for shot, she won in the only playoff in this championship's history. Beat Shiyu Lin. 2 extra holes. So we go back to the 7th, where our final group is being watched by Sophie Walker.
Yeoju just going for a club change with Travis. He used to caddy for Stacey Lewis. He's seen all these crowds before. He was there in Taiwan when Yanni was at the peak of her powers, Yanni's saying. This is 220 yards to the front of the green.
She kind of got away with that one. Difficult to try and cut one round with the 3-wood. Ball slightly above your feet. Shows you have to take advantage of these par 5s.
Well, the ball's below her feet here, which is going to actually help this cut shot, which is required to a front flag. I mentioned how this hole just weaves around from left to right. A 4 hybrid. She's got 210 to the front, 217 yards to that pin.
That's okay for Corpus.
It's about the EY chip-in spot.
I was just thinking the same thing. Now it's going to have to be a real bit of... You really got to cut this one if you're Gino Titicun down that right-hand side, eh, Soph?
That's hard off that lie. See how far above the feet it is. That would cause the ball to go left. You've got to be wary of a tree 30 yards in front. Yeah, you need a bit of luck. 5 iron. 200 yards flag.
Oh, my word, what a shot from Gino.
That was fantastic. You could see her on her follow-through holding the club face open.
You could see it in her eyes too. The second she made contact with this, she liked it. What a time to pull off a shot like that when you've just been tied for the lead with a moment of magic in the group ahead. She delivers a quality shot at the 7th. Titicun with an eagle opportunity to come at the 7th.
That was some shot there. I mean,
Well,
that was the shot of a world #1.
Yeah, fantastic. After hearing, should have heard the cheer from EY. As Sophie said, knew it was an eagle cheer. Can Lydia get it in close? Just such a difficult pin there today, so close to the front. You go long and it leaves yourself a tricky downhiller.
Getting a little bit better. But Lydia with 2 bogeys in the last 3 holes. And you've got to think her chances of sort of slipping away there with those drop shots.
Anna Madsen at 11 after that lovely second. Gets that one to go.
Yeah, we thought Maya Starks was good. Madsen follows her in. It's very close.
Lim Kim's had a great day today. This is for a birdie at 12. This is to go 8 under for the round.
Simple looking one for Starks birdie. She too finds a 3 at 11.
Chizzy EY 4 under for the day, tied for the lead with Gino Tidekun. Gino has that putt for a 3 at the 7th. That could be the difference maker for Gino. A mistake off the tee for Chizzy. Let's see how she handles this second.
Yeah, she's hit some fabulous little chips so far from round the greens. Pretty good. Kept it below the hole, make the putt easier.
Back to the 7th with Corpuz's 3rd, Soph.
I believe Alison looked for this spot here because Shoju's pin high and it's no good there. She's got a bunker blocking her. 25-yard pitch. 18 to that front edge. It's a very nice leave. You just wouldn't want to be in the bunker on this left-hand side. Now looking up the green.
Very nicely played. Got a clap there from the world #1.
Down the green here for Lydia Ko for birdie.
Yeah, it's a slippery one. Just tries to wiggle right at the end.
Well, going to run the tables, and that still may not be enough, but it's not going to deter Arya Jatanagan at 11.
We just saw the fantastic shots from Madsen and Stark. And there's another one.
I'm not sure the fans would be able to handle Gino versus Arya in a playoff here. That place just might explode.
This is what I was talking about. Needs all of her skills.
Somi Lee. See if she can make a birdie. 7 straight pars to start the day. Finally got one. Get it. Okay, maybe the account is open for the rest of the day. She can make a bunch more.
Hasn't lost her turn yet on the 7th, Hyo-Joo Kim.
Just hit it too far with that second shot, and then it was cute trying to take it into the bank and have it kicked down. Break from the high side here, from left to right.
Par putt here for Chizzy EY. Important to make this one.
Yes, and we've seen her do that the last couple of days. She's not played flawless golf, but she's got them up and down when she's had to.
And you've got Gino in the position that she's in. Chizzy needed to make that one.
There was a very loud round of applause and cheer when she holed it for eagle on this hole Friday. This place will erupt if this one drops, Soph.
They cheered her walking onto the green too. This one, there's nothing in it. You just got to keep your head down. It's fast. Keep that blade nice and square.
Into sole possession of the lead. There aren't many bad birdies out there, but you could put that on the list, couldn't you, Katrina?
You could nearly after that fantastic second shot she hit in.
Only the 4. Titikun. Korpuz needs to go for her birdie.
Great angle there. See, you just got this lined up. Maybe just left edge, just outside. Good putt.
Ahead to the 9th with Chizzy Ey.
Steeply back up the hill. Good drive there from EY though.
We've talked about it on the broadcast this week. It's really quite something to have twin sisters on the LPGA, but then for both sisters to be sort of at the same high level, both winning on the tour last year. Chizzy won at the Mexico Riviera Maya Open at Mayakoba. She was so impressive, and on Sunday just walked away with it. Cruised to victory. It was a 6-shot win in the end. She only needed 25 putts on Sunday. That was the 25th. And of course, as the celebrations began there on the 18th green, her sister was right there to celebrate with her and start the champagne bath. What a moment for the twins, and she lifted that El Camillion trophy at Mayakoba. And then a little bit later in the year, it was Akie Iwai's turn to win for the first time on the LPGA Tour, and it came at the Standard Portland Classic. 6-time winner on the JLPGA. It was a birdie at 17. It's a tough green, that 17th hole at Columbia Edgewater. And she shot 66 on the final day as well. Finished at 24 under par to win by 4. And Chizzy was there with the champagne to return the favor to her twin sister. And of course, Akie would lift that beautiful old trophy that has so many of the most famous names in golf etched on it. Both of the twins winners on the LPGA Tour in 2025, among a very impressive list of Japanese winners last year. Miyu Imashita had an amazing season, became Rolex Rookie of the Year, battling with Akie and Chizzy for that title. And don't forget Nasa Hataoka winning for the first time in a few years on home soil. That was a memorable week for Nasa. Of course, she played well in the early stages here in Thailand, but has fallen away a little bit. Hataoka tied for the lead after the opening round here. And to the tee at the 8th, and you can see middle of the road today, playing under par. Most holes out here are playing under par with this kind of scoring.
A pin that was very similar to the second round, 7 on 6 from the left. A pitching wedge here for Gino Titigan, 134 yards. A breath of wind from right to left. There's no protection on this pin though. You can go for it.
Second short arm, we've seen her just push out to the right. That one getting better with the slope, but that'll be a little concerning for her.
Well, the motorbike that's on offer, the Goldwing, the Honda Goldwing, it might be safe. Just a couple more chances for a player to ride away with this ultimate in two-wheeled travel prize. Total sense of freedom riding that. Great enjoyment and performance matched by stylish design. It's an iconic motorbike. The Honda Goldwing on offer for a hole-in-one on the 8th hole. The Japanese player Minami Katsu was almost cruising to Singapore. You could actually drive it to Singapore.
You could,
yeah.
Or get the train.
This was how close she came to the hole-in-one. Yeah, you can drive all the way down to Singapore if you like. Alison Corpus on the tee. Is there a name for that body that goes down to Singapore? Sort of peninsula? Is there a name for that? You know? Tim is shaking. He's going to look it up. I thought you were a local man with all the knowledge of this part of the world, and it put him on the spot.
And he fails us.
And he failed.
Gosh.
I did notice that the commissioner said you two do a great job.
Whoa, steady
Wow.
on this.
So
I
me
mean,
and Tim, you know.
Harsh. I think it was a collective.
Just because he could see us.
No, Kyoju Kim.
Looking at between the flag and those golf balls.
Good shot there.
Yeah, it proved a difficult hole to get close to. Just that at the front.
Second shot for Chizzy Ewai coming up the hill at the 9th.
Pin tucked over the right-hand bunker. Not much green. Excellent. That might just come back a little bit. Here it comes. And pink and white seems to be the EY colours for a Sunday.
Is it called the Malay Peninsula?
Yes, it is.
I had that in my head, but I didn't. You know, I thought I was going to give it to you.
Well, we'll give Arya Jatanagarn a birdie there at 11. She takes it to 18 under par. Chizzy Kun back up on top, but just by the one over Chizzy Ewai.
Great look at the 8th. Gives you an idea of how much slope there is in that green. This is Kyoju Kim for birdie.
And front pins downwind aren't easy to get close to. This one quick and will trickle from right to left.
Very difficult to be too aggressive on that. We could see the slope from back to front there.
Arya Jatanagarn on the 12th.
Pin in its traditional Sunday spot, tucked over on that right-hand side between the two bunkers.
Seems like it's difficult to get it close. It's playing as the 4th hardest hole. Yeah, just 2 birdies today.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of room there between the two bunkers.
Lydia's got a sidewinder for birdie here at the 9th.
Yeah, back over to 8, where Gino has a birdie putt.
It's one that you'd actually like Corpus to hit first because it might be affected from the bunker at the start, so it'll just push its way to the right, and then it should come from right to left at the end towards the front of this green. For Gino's 2.
Looking good, looking good. And Gino with 3 birdies in a row.
And listen to that crowd. God, they could really get her going. That was fantastic.
Yeah, we don't often talk about the crowd in an individual game. You think about it in team sports and how much of a difference it makes. But that motivation of hearing the roar and it goes in.
Yeah, and they'll have been watching from afar as she's progressed to world #1. Their opportunity to see her up close and live.
Now, Corpus for birdie. The slip, isn't it? Low.
She would have heard the roar coming from down the hill at 8. Shizzy head on the 9th. A couple of moments ago, I wonder if the roar actually put her off, because it sounded like it happened right as she took the putter back.
Well, it did, didn't it? Just as she was going back, the cheer from the 8th green.
Still nothing wrong with the outward half of 32 on Championship Sunday. Now, Heiran Yu, second at the 11th.
We've seen a lot of good shots in here, an accessible pin. And there is another one.
So another look at this putt on 9. Yeah, right at the change of direction at the end of her backswing.
It's difficult for that not to just, maybe not even put you off, but you just hear it. It's in the back of your mind.
And this was the roar, of course, the putt down the green at 8. You just wonder how important this stretch will be for Gino come the end of the day.
She's really stepped on it, hasn't she, after making that kind of silly bogey on 4.
Yeah, at that point, you'd have to say it was pretty wide open. And she just closed the door a little bit. This is Eri Jutanagan from long range. We talked about how difficult it is to make a 2 on the 12th today. It's going to be a 3, which is actually a pretty good score from what we've seen there. As we take a look at 9, Katrina.
Yeah, the par 4 9th, usually one of the most difficult holes on the golf course. Back up the hill, you can see that one bunker, 247 to it. They'll just be trying to skirt round the left of that. Gino Tidskin, they'll be up just short of that 100-yard marker. And the green's a difficult part in this green. Slopes steeply from back to front. And the pin today is tucked over on that right-hand side. There's only 5 yards over that bunker to the pin. You do have a little bit of a black stop. We saw EY come back a little bit.
Three birdies in a row, but she is keeping a lid. She's keeping a lid on it. She's keeping her emotions in check, Sophie.
No one else is. That was a goosebump moment on the 8th. Uphill, par 4. Wind from left to right. Bunker on the far right side, 250 yards to it. My favourite pin. The one way right.
Boy, she has driven the ball well this week.
Yeah, that's your favourite pin, Sophie, when you're not playing, when you're calling the shots. It's an exciting one.
Yeah. And I think with all these players, if you look at when they don't hit good tee shots, you can always look at their body language, their follow-throughs. When Gino doesn't have the mini recoil, then it doesn't start online, it starts a bit right. And Corpus could be the same. So if they hold their pose, then they like it. It means the body and the arms are in sync through impact. Also with driver, looking down the left-hand side with a cut.
It's the second pull. She pulled it off the 6th tee into the bunker. That's going to be difficult now, coming out the rough.
Hyo-Joo Kim going to be last to go.
hits 87% of fairways in regulation, which even for the women's game is outrageous. Driver on the left-hand side of the tee box.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal stat, because obviously that's throughout the whole year. Some courses, the fairways are a lot harder to hit than here.
Go to the tee at the 10th, starting the back nine on Sunday. Chizzy EY, 2 behind.
One bunker down the right-hand side to avoid.
I think this is a hole where she's got to take advantage.
Birdie minimum. She's got to take advantage, I think, of 10, 15, 18.
Time for a banana, quick snack for Gino. Seems pretty relaxed there, chatting with Hyo-Joo Kim. 3 wins last year for Gino on the LPGA Tour, the first of which came at the Mizuho Americas Open at Liberty National in New Jersey. Par at the 18th, wasn't threatened on the final day. Won by 4 at 17 under over Celine Boutier. That was her 5th career LPGA victory. Later in the year, in October, Katrina mentioned how important this was. She was 4 back with 5 to play, got into a playoff. Played so well in regulation to get in that playoff, took 5 holes to beat Minami Katsu, and became the first multiple winner of 2026. And then she capped off the season with the big one, the CME Group Tour Championship, the most lucrative first prize in women's golf, one of the most lucrative first prizes in women's sports. And a 4-shot win, beat Kajarian and Narukan by 4. Finished 26 under par. And Gino has not finished outside of the top 7 in her last 7 starts. And you've got those victories there that we showed you in China and in Florida. Thai winners on the LPGA Tour. Arya Jutanagan stands out with 12 wins, a couple of major championships to her credit. Gino's still searching for that first major win, but she's done everything else in the game. Maria Jutanagan, who was a sponsor invite here this week. Jasmine Sawanapura was played in the first ever Honda LPGA Thailand, still playing on the LPGA Tour. Jasmine Sawanapura.
Here is the most successful Thai female golfer. Tanagan, dozen wins on tour, 3 wood off the 13th. Keep a close eye on it, not sure why. That's perfect.
And doesn't that graphic, that shows the impact of this event. Not one Thai winner 20 years ago, and now we've got 7 Thai winners. The impact this tournament has made on Thai women's golf. Yeah,
we've talked about how important it's been for the development of the game. One tournament having such an impact. And the race to the CME Globe, early doors really for the race to the CME Globe. They only had 1 tournament, so it's just going to be the results from the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions, which Nelly won at Lake Nona. And we'll be keeping our eyes on this one as we head towards the season-ending event, the CME Group Tour Championship in Naples, Florida. It's a really good week. If you're looking for an event to come visit, the CME Group Tour Championship is a pretty good one to do. Weather's nice place to be in late November, and a lot of money on the line.
Alison Corpuz coming out of that left rough to the 9th. What's she working with, Sophie?
It's fly a lie.
It's going to come out of there okay. I mean,
stand still, please. หยุดเดินก่อนครับหยุดเดินก่อนนะครับขอบคุณครับ
It's a dry fly a lie from 132 yards. It plays a club up the hill. You've got to play for it to come out a bit hot and play away from this pin. The trouble is, everything kicks from right to left away from the flag also.
Was the one place she did not want to go long. Maybe just got, as Sophie said, a little bit of a flyer. That's going to be very difficult now.
No guesswork required for Titigan, though, down the centre stripe.
122 yards wedge, and it's a right pin. She'll be looking to go for this.
Good. Just work its way a little bit closer.
Kyoju's next. It's 117 pin. It's 110 to carry the bunker. She can also attack the pin. Win from left to right.
Yeah, another good shot. Just using the backstop.
At the 10th, this is the second for Lydia Ko. Finds herself 7 shots behind. This'll help. It's not far away from a 2 on the par 5 for Lydia Ko. How about Chizzy?
She's got a beautiful picture of what she's trying to do from Lydia Ko. Can she respond?
Oh, this is tidy. Watch out.
That was 2 world-class shots.
So that means we've got 2 eagle putts, and Chizzy Iwai has a chance for another eagle.
I know, and coming in with a wood, and that front section's only 10 yards wide, so it's a very narrow target, but pinpoint accurate from the pair of them.
The quality of golf has just hit another level in the last 45 minutes or so. Jutanagan up at 13.
He needed another couple of yards. It's just tucked 5 yards over that bunker. Just kicked it down into the bottom section.
Oh, all kinds of bother now for Alison Corpuz through the back of the green at 9, Sophie.
You've got to listen to the captain. When Katrina says don't go long, this is why.
22 total. Yep.
7 yards between pin and back edge. And that 7 yards is downhill, downgrade, downwind. She's got to look to take the sting out of this. She's had a couple of really nice pitch and runs. You've almost got to imagine that you are going to have it stop on that front edge. And you must err on the side of caution down that left-hand side. Else it will all run away to the front edge. This is high tariff right now from the back of the 9th.
That's caught that slope. Sorry, like Sophie said, she had to play that out, I think, to the left side of the green.
Chizzy EY for an eagle at 10. Just to tie the lead. Got it. 2 eagles in a 4-hole stretch for Chizzy EY.
And these two are pulling away from the rest of the field, and we have a tournament on our hands here.
Yeah, great battle on the back 9 coming up. Wasn't far away from the albatross, the double eagle. There's never been a 2 on a par 5 in the history of this tournament. Never been an albatross. There has been one already this year. Bailey Tardy made one at the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions at the par 5 15th in the second round. Made it 2.
The most unusual of the birdies to get, of the birds.
The rarest.
The rarest, that's the word I was looking for.
I've got you, Captain, don't you worry. Oh, Corpus really about all she could have done from back there, Soph.
Everything just gets rejected around this hole. It's so well protected by a bunker short and then all of these slopes. This one still has a heaps amount of break from left to right on it for her par.
Ultimately pays the price for missing this 9th green in the wrong spot. Corpus back to 17 under.
This is Lydia Ko for an eagle at 10. Sixth eagle of the day at the 10th.
Back at the 9th, Titikun with the chance to edge in front once again.
Has found this back right level. Great wedge shot, but this one has got a cup and a half from left to right swerve on it for her 3.
It's just difficult in these downhill putts to be too aggressive. You take a par on the 9th hole most days.
Up to 13 and Jatanagan for a 3. Bit of a head scratcher there from Area. Huge Kim. Her birdie. 9.
Yeah, back across the slope here. This one's going to work its way, have a bit of a swing from right to left.
To be for Kim. Playing this final group bogey free. 19 under par, just keeps her 4 back. 9 to play.
Gino Titikun heading to the back 9 on Sunday with a chance to win the one that she really wants to get her hands on. A win on home soil, potentially. She's come close in the past. Has a great chance over the next couple of hours, but Chizzy EY would like to spoil the party here. 2 eagles in 4 holes. She's tied for the lead on that 11th. Players that are chasing that could still have a chance. They need to play well on this back 9. Hyo-Joo Kim, a player with a lot of experience. Mary Jutanagar knows what it's like to win here as a Thai player. She's had a great day today. A little bit too far back, you'd think, but who knows over the closing stages with the equal chance of 15 and at 18. So Mi Lee
Another player that needs to go well on the back nine. Maybe coming alive in the second half of her round, and that eagle for Lydia Ko still keeps her hopes alive, but again she needs to go really low on the back nine today.
Can't afford to be giving up shots. You're trying to chase down EY and Titikun. Jutanagan, vital par save there on the 13th.
Here's a look at the 10th. Very similar to the first hole, that par 5. In fact, last year, in previous years, they have played them the other way around. This was the first, and the first played at the 10th. But to make things a little easier logistically out there, they've switched it up this year. And Gino's on the tee at number 10.
A downhill, left to right dogleg, 265 yards over the bunker on the right-hand side. That's your line.
And that's perfect there.
He's really buzzing up by that tee. There's the spectator village that we showed you earlier on with all the activities, food to eat, food stations and merchandise, all sorts of things just tucked behind this tee. So a lot of activity, and it's going to be difficult to get people to quieten down.
They've created a path from 9 to 10. It's about 80 yards, and it was just littered with people trying to get a look at Gino.
One more, stand still, please.
Got to be fun being out there, Sophie, among that atmosphere, though.
So good. I'm really enjoying this. Corpuz has hit a couple left. If she does that here, she'll run out of fairway. The wind will grab it as well.
Did that yesterday, didn't she? Did the same again.
Yeah, she had to take a penalty drop yesterday, led to a bogey. I think just trickier that tee shot for Corpuz because she's not got the length to carry the bunker on the right, so she's trying to squeeze it down that left-hand side.
Jump up to Chizzy EY on the 11th.
Now area on the tee at the 14th. The one thing, I hope we don't get any weather issues on this back nine. We don't need anything to hold us up.
What are you saying, Tom? Don't tempt fate.
Okay,
We've
sorry.
not had a hint of a thunderstorm.
No.
Look at that.
A bit of trouble at 14 for Area Jutanagan. This is going to be great to watch on the back nine. Chizzy EY versus Gino Titikun, tied for the lead here in Thailand. Somi Lee, second at the 11th.
Yeah, back up the hill. Very accessible pin.
We sent Tim Lowe out to give his weather predictions.
It's quite steamy out there.
Oh, that's
Tom.
not what we want to hear. We don't need the humidity out.
Not a threatening cloud in.
Oh, that's good.
Thankfully. You're off the hook for now, Mr.
Okay,
Rabbit.
good.
Now Lydia. Left half of the fairway at this par 4.
Well, just slightly below her feet. She's looking right up the heart of the green. Pin in the back middle. A slight pull, but it's just going to hold there.
Seen that a couple of times from Chizzy this week. That miss is a little left. Now at the 13th, here on you.
Yeah, I mean, that club's sitting behind it better than I thought it was going to.
Seems like Alison Corpuz has been fortunate here. That looked like that ball was going to go further into the trees. So
Yep.
She has been fortunate, Tim, but now she's been given an option. We have a bunker that is about 50 yards short of this green. And she's got the metal work out. It's 195 yards to carry it. The lie's a touch scrappy. It's almost in an old divot here, but she can get into the back of the ball because she's at the front of that divot. And the wind is into. So we must avoid the bunker in the middle of this fairway.
That was a good shot. Nice aggressive play. I like that. She's 6 behind. She knows if she wants a chance, she's got to play aggressively. Going for the win.
I think she took that decision as well. I could see Caddy J kind of asking a question about, do you want to lay up? But with the back pin, you want to be pitching it in here like a chip and run. You don't really want a full shot. 211 yards to the front edge for Hyoju Kim. 228 yards to that flag. The wind is hurting, but it's downhill, so that will equal itself out. And you can get some chase if you pitch this short of the green. There is an upslope before it, but you can hopefully try and get it scampering to around that front edge. 228 yards fairway wood.
And that looked good. Just running out of steam, but a good leave just right at the front of the green.
sun umbrella. Good thing to have today.
4-iron left in the hands of Gino Titican. 217 yards to the flag.
Bunker over there.
Yep, in that greenside bunker.
Missed opportunity to set up another eagle chance. It's been a back and forth between Chizzy and Gino today. This is Gino at the sixth, her second shot. Birdie bogey to this point.
But that was fabulous after the sloppy bogey on the fourth to come back with a birdie there at the sixth.
This is a great highlight for Chizzy EY, chipping from off the green at the seventh and managing to get it to go. So that would take her to 4 under par and tied her for the lead. And this was Gino's second at 7. Love this shot. It's 200 yards, as Sophie was telling us.
Yeah, that was a great shot with a 5-iron. The ball well above her feet, but she managed to hold it straight.
And she would make birdie there. Didn't make the eagle, made birdie. And then on the next hole, this was a great back and forth. This goes in as literally as Chizzy EY is putting at 9. And then Chizzy with the second at 10.
Yeah, this was fabulous. It's a 3-wood she's hitting from over 200 yards. And nearly scares the hole for the albatross.
So that would go in to get it to 23 under par. This was the eagle putt.
6 under for the day. And tied for the lead.
Not a terrible spot to be putting from for birdie at 11.
Absolutely not. Back up the hill to take the lead.
Yeah. Can't do much more than that. Fabulous try from EY.
As you said, Tim, a fabulous try. Just needed an ounce more speed to hold the line.
She said she wasn't aware how far under par she was when she got at that 62 earlier this week. Does she have a number in her mind right now as she battles Titican?
I think she's just looking to try and make as many birdies, give herself as many chances. It's that kind of golf course.
Alison Corpuz, third shot at 10.
Loads of green to work with, looking straight down this green. Can be brave with it, pitch it at least halfway. All folds into this pin as well.
Ariya Jutanugarn is having some problems at 14. She was left off the tee and didn't hit a good second shot. This is her third.
Gap there between the trees, but impossible to stop it coming out with that low trajectory.
And it looks like her race will be run just too far back. Gino missed the bunker. This is her third at the 10th.
Grabbed herself a very good lie, but she will be landing on a down grain green. Has to fly this high, have it come down softly with a lob wedge.
She did.
It's a great shot. Helped by the fact she was on the upslope, helped her get it even higher in the air.
So Gino's given herself a chance for another birdie. If that goes in, it'll be 4 birdies in a 5-hole stretch.
Yeah, look at that, she's got her sand iron wide open off the upslope, probably about 80 degrees of loft on that club.
Just separating themselves, EY and Titican from the rest of the field. Hyo-Joo Kim now, her third.
Looking to chip this in the light part of the green and have it release from right to left.
So now the fourth for Ariya Jutanugarn at 14.
Delicate little chip, landed just short and down the hill.
Came close to winning a third major last year at the Chevron Championship. This is a 12, Hannah Green, who's going to be looking forward to KPMG Women's PGA at Hazeltine, where she won, what was that, 7 years ago? Now, area for bogey. Yeah, chances have slipped away.
Yeah, one bad shot, one bad tee shot, and that's her chances gone.
At 12, Chizzy EY.
Yeah, 159 yards. Pin tucked over the bunker on the right.
Birdie putt for Alison Corpuz. She's level par, anything in the 70s, and you're going in the wrong direction here.
down there. So many people packed around this 10th hole. And pretty equidistant here, Sophie, these two.
Sure is, but Hyoju has the better angle of this, but it's more obvious in the break. Gino's just caught herself over the crest of the small slope that sits across this green. Far easier birdie attempts to come from Hyoju.
Thought Hyoju Kim as the danger player today. Still has a chance. But if Gino's putt goes in, she'll be 4 shots back.
You can see, can't you, Bampot, the caddy's in, having a look because it's so tight. She is just the wrong side of this ridge. So she's got 2 lots of grain. Down grain and into grain to contend with on a short putt.
Made it look easy. And Gino edges ahead of Chisato Iwai. 24 under par. 28 under is the record here. We could have that broken.
We could indeed, and look at this shot. You see that bunker, all she can see is the bunker. Opened that and just flung it up. Had it coming down very softly.
Not often that players sign autographs in the middle of the round, but Gino obliging there, and they're going to have to take a little cart ride over to the tee at the 11th.
It wasn't that long ago that she was here as a junior, watching. She'll remember wanting those autographs.
Came here with her grandparents, about a 3-hour drive from home in Bangkok. And Lydia just trying to get it close here. So many players ending up in that spot.
Yeah, you're having to try and get it over that front bunker, but then you're not wanting to go long into the back bunker, so the players are just erring a little bit on the left to take the back bunker out of play.
Up on the 13th, Jin Choi, who started her back nine with an eagle at 10. This is for birdie.
As we saw with Arya Jatanagar, and that's a slow putt from that right-hand side.
Lim Kim has a great day going. She's 8 under.
Good shot there, good chance to go to 9 under.
Well, we've got a hole-in-one prize here, the Honda Accord eHEV, powered by an eHEV 4 hybrid system in all variants, delivering highly responsive and powerful performance. The eHEV allows drivers to enjoy a delightful electric driving experience, engineered to enhance EV performance and extending the driving range.
This is why you want to be in that final group on Sunday, isn't it, Katrina? You have the opportunity to respond to any challenges that are in the groups ahead.
Yeah, you've just got those extra holes to play. She's a hole behind EY. She can see what she's doing, try and respond, which she has been doing. And that's ideal there, missing the bunkers, setting up a short iron into this very birdieable 11th hole.
Well, we discussed it over breakfast. 4 shots, really not much, especially around this layout with the cauldron of Sunday pressure.
with the pressure on a Sunday and with the opportunity of the Eagles. I think the LPGA staff have set the course up very well today. She looks slightly annoyed, maybe just missed the middle of the fairway by a couple of yards.
Just been a tough hole to make a birdie on today, the 12th. Only had 2 birdies so far. Chizzy EY.
Looks very good. A big swinging putt from left to right. Judged the pace and the line nicely.
She's going to tap in. She'll remain 1 behind Gino. Trying to go 1 better than her twin sister Akia, who finished 2nd here last year. This is the 12th, and Lydia Ko for birdie.
Yeah, big swinger from left to right.
Lydia's first appearance here since 2023. Good to see her in the field. Lim Kim for another birdie at 16. She's going to remain 8 under for the day.
Ooh, where's Hannah Green ventured off to on the 13th?
I think she's gone left off the tee. What a fabulous response.
Looks like it's going to be Hyo-Joo Kim first to go into this 11th hole.
I got caught in the crowds, guys. I couldn't call the tee shots. Oh, wow. I think that the roar that we've been hearing on 8 and 10, it's brought everybody back out. It's hit into the upslope here off the tee as Hyo-Joo, so has left herself a very long way in. Has got 165 yards uphill into the wind. Flag in the back portion. Five iron here.
It's a good shot there. Heart of the green with the 5 iron.
Next to go will be the American.
The front left bunker's not in play, but it blocks the landing point of the green. So you just have to trust your target here. 158 yards. 7 iron here for Corpus. Wanting to land this short of the pin, and if it runs up, so be it.
Just unlucky, just dug its heels in. Stopped on the lower level.
Leader by 1 will be last to play here on 11.
Outdrove her playing partners by 30 yards. Grabbed herself a 9 iron. 133 is the total here for Gino Titican.
Good shot, took advantage of that extra distance she got off the tee and the shorter iron into the hole.
Head to the 13th and her closest pursuer.
Yeah, just got to avoid the bunkers on the right. Oh, and a friendly little members bounce there off the left-hand side.
Top ahead of the green after that fantastic recovery from trouble on the left. Hannah Green.
With all the low scoring, you just feel like you have to make those ones, those kind of 10, 12 footers.
Now, tee down, so expect the low slider from Ko.
Yeah, that is absolutely perfect. She could take that left-hand side out of play.
Yamashita on the tee at the 16th. 3 under for the day. Started the day tied for 18th and tied for 15th now. Take a look at some recent past champions of the Honda LPGA Thailand. Angel Yin with that record-winning score last year, 28 under par. Chance that we'll see that sort of number by the end of today. Patty Tavatanakit, Arya Jutanagarn winning on home soil. Nana Kurtz-Madsen winning in 2022. Nana Kurtz-Madsen, by the way, has played great on the back nine. She's 6 under for the back nine today. She won in the playoff over Xu Lin. Amy Yang has 3 victories here. Of course, Jessica Korda, a winner here at the Honda LPGA Thailand.
Kapoor sizing this one up at 11.
A lengthy one. Plenty of break. It will want to dip from right to left, and anything low can get away from you here. For birdie.
Just a slight misread. I think she expected that to come in a little bit from right to left at the end. But needs to try and get it closer, give herself more realistic birdie chances.
There's something about this tournament that always seems to produce a very close finish. 10 times there's only been 1 shot separating the champion from the runner-up, one of those being a playoff that Tom referenced, Anna Madsen in 2022. Now, big hanging line for Chizzy Iwai into 13.
Yeah, don't you really see it there? Good angle. Only 5 yards over that bunker. There's a little backstop. If you have it on line with the flag, can help. Another little pull. I think she's so worried about them going right with the ball below her feet that she's just pulling them a wee touch.
Kim already in for her 4. Titikun with the chance to just stretch her advantage a little here, Sophie.
Pin high with that 9-iron, so it doesn't have to negotiate the humps and the bumps that her playing partners did. Pace is pretty flat. Got the shine of the green, so nice and quick for her. An inch from right to left.
Maybe just a touch tentative there for Titikun, but par's not going to hurt her cause one bit. She stays 1 clear. Up ahead at the 13th, Ko.
Yeah, a perfect spot here with a short iron. She can be aggressive, go at that pin.
Giving the, given the scoring pace of the first couple on the leaderboard, you feel that it's going to come down to Those top four, Titikun by 1 over EY and 4 clear of Hyo-Joo Kim and So-Mi Lee, who would need some very special performances over the next 90 minutes or so. Great scoring from A-Lim Kim and Nana Madsen. Nice tournaments here. Maybe Ariya Jutanugarn a little disappointed with that double bogey on the 14th, dropping her just outside the top 10. Lottie Rhodes put together stunning round of golf there, 64 for her. Asahato was never really able to push on after having a share of the opening round lead with Chanate Wanasean. Yuri Yoshida, one of the 3 pairs of sisters in the field this week, the Yoshidas, the EYs and the Jutanagans. Rin Yoshida celebrated her birthday yesterday, and well, her birthday cake was sitting next to me on the bus ride back to the hotel.
Did you sneak a piece?
I was too scared to even touch it. It looked very ornate and beautiful, and we were trying our very best to keep it upright.
Is that the bus or the cake? Sometimes be a bit of a wild ride back and forth to the golf course. Not too bad. We've got a police escort actually, so that helps. Although sometimes people overtake the police escort, which is quite a novel way of doing it.
They must have known you were in the bus, Tom.
Yeah. It's the experience that you get from traveling on the LPGA Tour does take you to some fascinating spots, that's for sure. Worldwide tour. Gino on the tee.
Well, I had to look twice to try and find this flag. It's way right. You can see Gino left-hand side of the tee box. That's to create an angle. The wind is from right to left. 159 is the total. On the direct line, you've got to carry it 153 yards over that trap. She's opted for the 7-iron.
I haven't seen many players over there today.
No, and a much easier putt from up there. You've got less of the slope to deal with.
Hyo-Joo Kim.
And the thing is, with a wind direction from right to left, the only way that ball will stop in that right portion of the green is if you fade it into it, which is what Titikun did. If you decide to ride the wind, it will just take it further and further away from its destination. Be a 6-iron here for Hyo-Joo.
Club twirl, I think she likes it.
Oh, yeah, it stays there. Might come back a little bit. That's one of the best we've seen.
Yeah, very good shot.
The hole ahead, Lydia Ko's already missed her birdie putt. She's in for 4. This is EY now to tie the lead again.
Another good try there, wasn't it? She's got very good speed today. And that last grip's just falling behind a little bit.
2 holes behind the penultimate 3-ball of EY, Lee and Co. After that brilliant stretch of 4 holes that saw Chizzy EY pick up a pair of eagles, it's been a couple of pars for the lady trying to hunt down Gino Titikun, who leads by 1 here on Sunday in Pattaya. EY is on the 14th tee, trailing by 1.
She likes that one. Quickly down for the tee, the one bunker, 240 over on the right.
Well, back to 12, and it's a lengthy birdie opportunity for Alison Corpuz, Sophie.
Just turned it off the tee, the wind grabbed it. Very slow into the grain. And will move from left to right.
How well judged was that one. Very good.
Head to 17, and this is Alim Kim for par. Oh. Frustration.
She can't believe she's left that short.
Not many things more frustrating for a professional golfer, any golfer for that matter, leaving a putt short in the jaws. First drop shot of the day comes at 17 for Alim Kim.
Go back over to the 12th. And Gino for the birdie.
More break from this side, right to left, and equally as slow.
Giving it a good run. Are there any signs of referees out there, Sophie?
No, can't see anybody.
Ways behind. Tee at the 14th, Lydia Ko.
Good shot there. Need to be on the fairway on this hole to try and attack that pin that's tucked over on the left-hand side.
Back over to the 12th, and Hyo-Joo Kim for her birdie.
This will want to sneak from right to left, especially at the dying pace that she is hitting this birdie try.
Just not had her putting boots on today. We saw her hole one nice one, but just giving herself the chances, but just they've not been really threatening the hole.
Yeah, she said she was going to be able to play aggressive today because she's chasing. I'm not sure that's really her nature, though.
No.
16, Area Jutanagan. See if she can drive away with the car. It's handy if you live here and you win the car.
Yeah, she's only, what, 90 minutes back up to Bangkok.
This is Andrea Lee. She's had one birdie today. Came on the previous hole. She'd made 4 pars to that point. See if she can make 2 in a row. As we were saying, if you're just 1 under for the day, going in the wrong direction. Started the day 9th. Now outside of the top 10.
Yeah, less than driver for Titigan off 13.
Has done this all week. It's 275 yards to run out. Dog leg from left to right.
Stand still, please. Stand still, please. Thank you. Stand still, please. Thank you.
Hyo-Joo Kim. Next off the tee, surely she's going to be reaching for the big stick. Yep, there it is.
Stand still, please.
I mean, the only thing you don't want to do is push it into the bunkers down the right-hand side, but there's loads of room left of them. It's about a 60-yard wide fairway.
One more, stand still, please.
Well, we're into the back nine, Sunday afternoon, at the 19th playing of the Honda LPGA Thailand, where one of their own, the world #1, leads by one. It's Titikun, keeping her nose out in front.
Back with the player very much in contention here. Chizzy Iwai second to the 14th.
Just half a club short.
See that breeze. Looked like it was into the players' faces there.
Am I following?
Tom referenced the excellent final round thus far of Nannaker's Madsen. Second to the 17th. She's 6 under par for her back nine. Come off the slope a little bit. Yeah. Down you come. Down you come. Pretty good.
Over at 14, Lydia Ko.
I wonder, as you say, that wind's maybe just pulling them a little bit.
They're in a safe spot off the tee at 16, middle of the green. Trying to bounce back after that double bogey at the 14th.
They're just trying to work out who's away. It looks like it's going to be Corpu's. Lie doesn't look too healthy though, Sophie.
Yeah, I think I might have exaggerated by a 60-yard wide fairway. 30.
Yeah, kind of in a little off the left. Yeah, maybe just a. I think you just go at it. I mean, honestly, I think it'll land potentially a little bit softer if you finish just a touch left.
118 yards. And the carry on the front trap is 111 yards. There's a slope beyond it that will bring it back. And even though this pin is 8 from the left, you could hear a caddy J saying left's okay here. Playing back into some wind, into from left to right. Wedge.
It's a very sandy lie coming out the rough. You can hear her shouting.
Gino has got the number that she wants. 116 yards, playing 120. This is her wedge.
What a mistake that is from Titikun. What happened there?
Lydia with third. Always so good around the greens.
She's treated us to some wonderful little chips from round the greens this week.
Now, Kim last to go into 13.
It's in, maybe a little bit right.
And suddenly the wind is playing a factor with a lofted club. 113 to the flag.
What a very good shot. As you heard Corpusi's caddy, if you missed that just a fraction left, you get the softer landing.
Well, behind the umbrella of Somi Lee is Chizzy Iwai chipping. Far away from tying the lead there, so she'll have that to remain at 23 under. Go to the 18th. There's a board there next to Pujariana Narukan that has a space for the 2026 champion to sign their name when they walk off that 18th green a little bit later. Pujarian and Rukan. Very good effort. That's new for this year. The winner is going to sign their name on the list of champions.
Yeah, that's nice. I think we're going to see some drama on this 18th green. It's certainly got all the bumps and hollows, and that was a fantastic little shot from Pujari from the right-hand side.
Pujari finishes at 13 under par, currently just inside the top 20. Chizzy EY for par at 14.
Just inside right. Oh, that sneaked in.
He was trying, wasn't it? Trying to head left. Well, stays at 23 under par. We don't know what Gino's going to do, having missed the green on the previous hole.
Well, we've seen balls get embedded quite easily in the sand here. Give us an update on the lies of Corpus here.
No issue. It's sat fine. It's came out of its pitch mark. 12-yard bunker shot, landing on a down slope.
Yeah, well played.
That was very nicely played. Just got that coming out very softly.
17, and to continue this fabulous run on her back nine, Nana Kurtz Madsen. How's it sitting for Gino, Sophie?
Exactly the same. Same equation. Left would be good of this flag.
Nice response after what was a second, let's call it, unforced error of the day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just as a wedge into that green.
Matter one bit, she popped that one in without incident to stay one clear of Chizzy EY.
Not the time in the round you want to be giving yourself 5.5 footers for par.
Is there ever a good time in the round to leave yourself a 5 foot of a par?
Probably not.
Hyo-Joo Kim is going to have this coming up for a birdie. How's this one going to be moving along, Soph?
I just think the more you play this golf course, the more you can see, well, this is where I need to be. A left pin, you'd never think, leave your approach shot left of it. But it's perfect right here. Left edge, firm.
It's her 10th appearance at the Honda LPGA Thailand. Just wasn't quite firm enough for Hyo-Joo Kim. Lacking a little spark this Sunday.
Yeah, not dropped a shot in 19 holes, but not quite made enough birdies as yet.
Well, they're all big putts on Sunday afternoon, but you feel this is another real tester for Gino Titiken.
Gino has been very good at left to right putts this week. I prefer her over a left to righter than a right to left, which is unusual. Wouldn't normally say that about right-handed golfers, but with this left-hand low routine, she has a left to right putt for par. Big moment.
It left early, didn't she? Never looked like it had a prayer.
No, a little tentative, left the whole way. And that's her tied for the lead now with EY. Just not the most confident of putts there. Dribbled down a little bit and was just left. Whether she misread it or pulled it, was left the whole way.
8 on you on the tee at the 16th. Another par 3 where it's not easy to get the ball close, although that was a good tee shot there we can see.
They're queuing up on the 15th tee. Two groups we're being told on the drivable par 4. Andrea Lee. Didn't leave anything in the tank there. Keep going.
Yeah, well done.
That's fine there.
Well, this is the Aon Risk Reward Challenge hole, the 15th. The Aon Risk Reward Challenge is a season-long competition where players use their best 2 scores from the dedicated Aon Risk Reward hole, and then the player with the lowest average score from those 2 scores relative to par for the season will win the Aon Trophy and the $1 million prize. It concludes in the penultimate event, and at that event last year, Jennifer Kupcho needed a birdie and an eagle to win the Aon Risk Reward Challenge, and she did make birdie eagle on that 14th hole. Pelican. This week is the 15th hole, and Lydia was pretty tidy earlier in the week with that tee shot. That would lead to an eagle too. And So-Mi Lee, same round, this for an eagle. So it's possible to make an eagle too on that 15th. We've had 7 eagles so far this week, 4 today, and that could really change things as we come down the stretch.
A lot of it's to do with that whole location. Lower plateau.
Yeah, very friendly one today.
Beautiful from Hannah Green. Could see another 2 at 15.
Back one to the 14th, looking up to that tee. Hyoju will be first to go.
Straight downwind and downhill driver.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
So is it feeling down the breeze there on the tee,
ด้านขวา
Sophie?
หยุดเดินก่อนนะครับ
It is, but it's parallel to 13, so they can get that read. But you remember yesterday, Gino hit a snapper into the trees and made bogey.
That
Needs to
wind,
block that out.
I think that wind must be swirling. It was into the players' faces for the second shot a little while ago, so that's something to watch.
Went with the 3-wood there instead of the driver, maybe just because of that, what she did yesterday.
Safely away though.
One more, stand still, please.
So our final group on the tee at the 14th. Chizzy EY waiting on the tee at 15, trying to stay in the shade on a very hot day. Sunday afternoon at the Honda LPGA Thailand, EY Tirikun tied for the lead.
Second last hole for Arya Jatanagarn, who really had it going today before a double bogey at 14 just derailed her. And that is very handy indeed at the demanding 17th.
Elim Kim's a long hitter. Doesn't look like she's got much for a second shot at 18.
And when we were looking at that green, that was where we decided the miss was. If you miss that left or a little short, everything just feeds off and filters off down, off the green on the left.
Scene of quite a sloppy bogey yesterday for Julia Lopez Ramirez. Slightly easier today though.
Back to the 14th. Gino's going to be first to go, having hit 3 wood off the tee.
And talking about the wind direction, off the tee, it's kind of down off your left shoulder. And if the players are on the right-hand side of the fairway, because of a left pin, your second will be more into the wind.
And that's fooled a couple of players. We've seen 2 or 3 come up short, EY and Co.
Gino's still left side, so I would play it not hurting, but from left to right. 155 yards is the target. 147 gets you to that back level, that left-hand side of this 14th. 9-iron.
Good shot, just enough to get it onto the green.
Yeah, I like it. 4.
Players all love taking their stats. She'll write down what she's done, whether she's hit the green.
Being told that they are calling up the penultimate group here on the 15th. Also, Chizzy EY next to play.
She likes it.
Yeah, we saw that. Seen that a couple of times this week. If you pitch it a little shorter than that, it hits a flat spot and kicks up. You pitch it into that upslope, it just kills it. Not bad though, good lead.
Some Corpus has already played. Now it's Ho Ju Kim here in the final group.
On a downslope, it's not going to be easy to manipulate this mid-iron to a left pin. 144 yards.
She just needs to get the putter going. She's been hitting some good shots into the greens.
No one had a shorter eagle putt than this lady. This whole old week, Lydia Ko. That's the spot. Up it comes.
Too well. Could be an interesting putt down that tier, down the slope. That's going to be fast.
Se Young Kim on the tee at the 16th. Played as the hardest hole for the week. Not quite as hard today. There's some tough pin positions.
Eagle this hole en route to 61 on Friday. So-mi Lee. Still has a glimmer of hope, but something special.
And that was kind of slightly in the lap of the gods, just a fraction too much release.
Do you think that the drivable par 4 should be a full drive? I mean, getting there with the full driver, just getting there with the full driver. It doesn't seem like it's that way on the 15th.
Well, I think it's quite good because everyone can reach it with a good drive, but the longer players, you know, they can maybe get there with a 3-wood. They've got that decision. Did they have to take maybe a little bit off your driver? So it's still, you've got to, it's making you have to think about it rather than everyone just standing there and whacking driver and seeing how close they can get.
Back over to the 14th. I think it's going to be Gino first to go here, Sophie.
The energy just got taken out of that approach shot as it hit into the bank on the left-hand side of this green. Her style is certainly more suited to right flags. Or somebody that likes to have the ball fall from left to right in the air. But this right here is an interesting one because there'll be that double breaker. She made that on 8, so don't put it past her. So we'll want to just nudge to the right to start with, and then try and come back from right to left at the end.
Give it some speed.
Good try there. That must have looked good for a long time.
It's the only event that her mother gets to come to. Doesn't travel with her on tour, so extra motivation if she needed any more motivation. Trying to win in front of her mum. Any chance she gets all year. There's a US home in the Dallas area. Of international players on the LPGA Tour choose Dallas. This is Lim Kim. Remember, she was up against the hospitality unit, knocked it to here. So this for birdie. It's going to be a 5 at the last for Lim Kim. Still going to be a good Sunday though. She's going to finish with a round of 65. Should be a top 10 finish for Lim Kim.
Great pin today. This one from the high side. Or full left at the end, but it's pretty straight to start with.
Stays over par for the round though. Alison Corpuz started the day 3 shots back. She now finds herself 7 behind. Kyoju Kim 3 shots back. This goes in. She's really got a chance.
Missed the flag to the left-hand side, so won't have the interruption of that almost right to left at the start that Corpuz had. This is certainly from left to right.
She get it there. Yes, she did. And Kyoju Kim, the veteran campaigner, who was herself a phenomenal amateur. In fact, she won an event on the KLPGA Tour back in 2012 by 9 shots while she was still an amateur.
She's already got 7 wins, including the Amundi Evian Championship. Just quietly going about her business. 3 birdies now, 2 behind only.
And Gino now for par. Yeah. Gino, of course, teenage phenomenon, winning at 14.
It was a sublime tee shot to set this one up for Hannah Green. Go on. Yes, well done, Hannah. An eagle too at the 15th. It's Greenie up into the top 5. And then it should come as no surprise to anyone that today's recipient of the Honda Driver of the Day goes to, well, none other than Hannah Green. Bit of a wait back on this tee box. I'm sure it was worth it for the Australian major champion. Pitched it in the perfect spot, got a friendly kick, settled up nicely, and would go on to knock that putt in for the 8th eagle of the day. Now, just trying to find some positives from this week. Lopez Ramirez has finally made a birdie on the 15th hole. It's birdie of the day as well for Julia.
Yeah, what a reaction for a player with her length. She'd have thought she should be gobbling up this 15th.
Lim Kim just finishing up her day. We said it was going to be a round of 65. This is just to finish that off.
Trying to bump this one up onto the top level and have it ride the slope. Careful, careful. Little slope there, and it's got it. Tee shot deserved more, to be honest.
It was only probably 5 yards shorter, and it would have come back towards the hole.
And a good Madsen, second to 18. This gives you an idea of what the ball will do when it hits the putting surface. Is it going to be high enough?
Superb. If it doesn't quite get up that slope, we were dropping balls there and seeing in the all. If you don't get up the slope, you're off the green on the left.
Eagle putt for Nana Kurtz-Madsen. There'll be 2 eagles in the last 4 if she makes that.
You like this play from Lydia on 15, Beanie?
Yeah, I think she's just going to try and pop this onto the green just there at the slope and then let it just take it round. I think when you've got the wedge, you can just get that little bit of check on it just to try and slow it down. I think if you were putting, it's just picking up speed the whole time.
Okay. Shot, Lydia. Shot.
And at the 16th, good tee shot from Se Young Kim. This is for birdie. This would get her into the top 10.
I'd much rather be here than where Ko and Lee work. This is EY at the 15th.
And you'll have Titikin standing back on the tee watching. Very straightforward one.
That close to a 3rd eagle of the day. Brilliant try from EY. Like you said, Katrina, that final group have the perfect view of what's unfolding up ahead. Somi, after that second, just tumbled off that front edge.
Yeah, slow one now, back up the hill.
Oh, hello. More than one way to make a 3 at 15. Well done, Somi Lee.
Gets her to within 3 of the lead. As you said, she deserved better from her tee shot. Deserved the birdie.
So that keeps her still in the conversation with 3 to go. They're calling them up. EY and
they're not finished yet.
Ko still with birdie putts to come.
Yeah, see, they're like all waving.
They wave them up. Did they know that they're being waved up, Sophie?
It took us by surprise, actually, because we were slightly behind. Players thought, well, they'll hole out, but Wind down from left to right here. It's 250 yards to the front. A pin that you love if you're not in between clubs. If you just hit driver, it's like great. But if you're in between, it's really quite a decision to make. The shadow of the tree on the short left of the green is the line here. And I don't know if you heard that, but there was a thunder rumble. Not good news. That's on the far right of this 15th tee box, so hopefully it's passing. The wind is from left to right. I can understand Yeoju taking some time here because they weren't ready almost to hit. 260 to that front pin.
Good shot there. That's going to not just catch the slope and come back a little closer. Just putting a bit of pressure on.
This tournament is not over yet, not by a long shot. It looks like Titikun pulled out a 3-wood there, Sophie.
And for the longer hitters, this is where the indecision comes, because you have to thump this 3-wood to get it there.
The bunker well short. That's the difficulty, I think, if you're not hitting driver. It's still a long carry over that bunker. 20 yards short of the green.
Chizzy has seen where her co-leader has ended up with a birdie putt to come. Now Corpuz to round out this final group.
Alison hit this green yesterday. 2-putt birdie. Flag was at the back of the green on this reachable par 4.
She's got another one left there. Just trying to get a little bit extra out of the driver.
Just for an eagle, this is for 28 on the back 9 for Nana Kurtzman. That is some serious golf. It's the first time that anyone has ever shot 28 for 9 holes here on the old course at Siam Country Club in the Honda LPGA Thailand. Terrific golf there from the Dane, who's a past winner here and finished in the top 10 last year, so she loves it.
Yeah, it's always nice coming back to a course you've won on, you obviously like, it fits your game. But she could sell that finish to a few of these players right now.
Now back on 15. And Lydia Ko has done most of her good scoring work this week on the back 9. But that barrage of birdies she had at the start of Saturday after making the turn. Eagled the 10th on Sunday, but it's been a couple of pars since for the Hall of Famer. Nothing but net for Lydia Ko. Great birdie 3 there for Lids. Chizzy EY has this to get herself back out in front at 24 under par.
And all the more interesting with Titikun, you can see just walking up. We'll be watching this. She got a good read from Coase from the other side. Inside right.
Oh, not this time for Chizzy EY. The putt on the last for par just grabbed the left edge and tumbled in. She can't capitalize here on the 15th. And the drama continues to build here on the back nine in the final round of the Honda LPGA Thailand. Still deadlocked at 23 under par. EY and Titikun with Kim 2 further back.
We're coming down to the end here at the Honda LPGA Thailand. It looks like 3 players have a chance of winning here. Hyo-Joo Kim, with all that experience, looking for her 8th LPGA Tour win. Early stages of Chizzy EY's LPGA career, just her 2nd year. So much promise, so much potential. She's going well today. 6 under par, tied for the lead. Missed out on that opportunity at 15 to take a 1-shot lead. And Gino Titikun, the world #1, playing on home soil, trying to win this event for the first time, having come close in the past. So many people here today to watch Gino as we go back out to the action at the 15th.
Yeah, very awkward. Just 35-yard bunker shot. But that was well played. Went with her gap wedge there, I believe, just to play it like a bunker shot, but with a little less loft on the club. Look at that, the gap wedge. You can just hit it that little bit harder. It comes out, carries that little bit further.
Second into the 17th for Hye-Jin Choi. Just coming off a bogey at 16.
She's using the slope there, bringing it down.
So this an eagle putt for Hyo-Joo Kim, Sophie.
Don't forget about me. Birdie on the last hole. Similar length putt here for a 2 on a par 4.
Lydia Ko on the tee at the 16th.
Yeah, 188 yards, pin on the left-hand side. We've seen it's a difficult pin for people to get close to. Coming in with a hybrid, she might have the height.
Sure.
Oh, and a very friendly little bounce there. Good shot.
Another big moment in this championship. Titikun, after a brilliant shot out of the sand, has this for birdie and the outright lead once again, Sophie.
She was 30 yards away watching Chizzy's putt lip out on that left-hand side. Couldn't have asked for more from the bunker shot. Birdie putt will fall to her right.
Got that one on the right line, looking at it quizzically.
Here is Chizzy EY on the tee at the 16th. See how aggressive she is.
I've seen her a few times take the hand off the club. seen, that's a very slow putt. Difficult to putt.
Alison Corpuz has a birdie look at 15.
Just not been happening for Alison today. 1 over in her round.
Ariya Jutanugarn has had some interesting moments on this hole over the years. This her third.
That was well played. That could easily a little hard. That was down the slope and away.
Well, she stayed very patient throughout the course of this final round. Hyo-Joo Kim, bogey free, brilliant birdie back at 14. And this one on 15 would get her within 1.
After that magnificent tee shot, 3-putt par, she will be mad. Kind of went for the eagle and it just trundled on that a little bit.
Clumsy there from Hyo-Joo Kim, so she remains 2 adrift as Corpuz looks to tidy this one up for a 4. I've got to say, Katrina, the 2 putts that earlier in the week, you would have backed Gino Titican to hole with relative ease. The one on 13 for par and the one on 15 here really lacked a little conviction. Almost looked like she waves the putter at the ball and more hope than anything. Those 2 occasions.
Yeah, that one there, I mean, it's her favoured left-to-right putt down the hill. She didn't need to worry about the speed. Nerves.
That's what they can do to you. Nothing separates Titican and EY with 3 holes left to play in Thailand.
On the 16th, long birdie putt for Chizzy EY.
Yeah, 50 feet here across the green on 16. Just looking to get the right speed. And that was excellent. Sometimes the first thing that goes is your feel if you're getting nervous.
Yeah, that should guarantee the par for Chizzy. She'll stay at 23 under. Up on the 18th, Shaneti Wanasayan would have had really high hopes after the opening day. He was tied for the lead going into Friday. It finishes up at 13 under par, inside the top 20. Lydia Ko, 16th for birdie.
Can she take advantage of that fortuitous bounce forward? And she has. Gets her up to 20 under par.
Back-to-back birdies. And those 2 bogeys on the front 9 for Lydia, really costly. Take those away. And, you know, a lot of players have been bogey-free today, and she'd be right there. Now, Ariya with that great touch with the putter from off the green. And it is a birdie to finish for the player they love so much here. Round of 65 for Ariya Jutanugarn. Give her some confidence heading to Singapore.
Now drop back to 17 and Hannah Green.
Pin on the right-hand side here. You've got the slope on the left. We saw Hye-Jin Choi use to her advantage. It's looking like the same. Very good. I don't think it's what she was meaning, but it's worked.
Gino Titican waiting. green. EY for par. Good two-putt that. Very good.
Yeah, excellent two-putt there from long range.
2 to play. She's tied for the lead. 3 to play for the final through. The wind, Sophie, looks like it's right to left.
It's back to the wind that we've had all week. We've got it across them from right to left. Oh, Yeoju, that 3-putt. What are you thinking now? And you've got a bit of a sucker pin. I know you've been talking about it. It's on a ledge, that left-hand side. And it's 188 yards, which is why there's some metal work out. 5 hybrid for Yeoju. You just can't be long. That would be the key here, else it runs off and there's a tabletop. Middle of the green, if it drifts from right to left on the wind, that would be okay. Hybrid.
Yeah, not the longest hitter, 139th driving distance last year on tour.
So difficult to make yourself hit it into that back left position. As Sophie said, you don't want to go long.
There's that flag just fluttering on the breeze, hopefully blowing the storms away.
Gino looks like she's got a 5-iron in her hand, which means she is going to play that fade from left to right against the wind to take something off this long iron.
Just needs to settle.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Just stayed close enough to the green. That's not going to be not too bad from there. Very good long iron.
Yeah, just a 3-wood off the 17th tee for Cole.
And being aggressive, trying to get it right down there. Leave herself the shortest shot into the screen to try and make birdie.
Now up ahead at the green. After that excellent second shot, using the contours very nicely, Hannah Green pockets another birdie. The Chizzy EY fan club have made their way to the 17th tee.
Do you think they've carried that all the way around?
That's an effort.
Good shot.
Okay. Hanging back, keeping it on the short stuff is Chizzy EY. Up there he is. Most ardent supporter. Still, EY Titikun at 23 under par in the closing stages of the Honda LPGA Thailand.
Well, we've come to expect really good crowds here at the Honda LPGA Thailand over the years. Terrific support. For many, the only chance they get to see the best players in the world. And we're only a few hours drive from the capital city, Bangkok, so relatively easy to come down here. The car parking was packed as we drove in earlier today. They were parking all along the street and walking to the golf course. Now to the 16th. This is Hyo-Joo Kim with the long-range birdie putt.
I mentioned how tucked it was, and if you do play safe, then the approach putt isn't easy. Coming over a brow of a hill from left to right.
Could be a bonus. It's going to be a 3. It was a good putt. She only made 2 eagles on the LPGA Tour last season. So she's not known for, obviously not known for her length, as we said, ranked almost outside of the top 150 in driving distance, but it doesn't make it easy to make an eagle. She needs, you would think, an eagle at 18.
I've seen it is possible to get it close to this front right pin on 17.
She's just going straight at it. None of this using the slope. I can just go straight at it. Good shot. Always got a smile on her face.
The time of her life. Gino for birdie at 16.
Off the bank, will go right, and then creep back at the end from right to left.
Good time to make one. And look at that run by now. It's a tricky putt coming back. And you've got Chizzy EY with a really good chance for birdie at 17. And from that side angle, you can just see how far she's got now for par, Gino.
Yeah, that's gone further past. Camera always foreshortens it. She had the line, it was just a fraction hard.
Must have looked good.
Yeah.
There haven't been as many smiles from Gino today as we usually get. A little tighter, a little more nervous.
I think a little tighter, a little more nervous. She's so desperate to win. She wants to do it for these fans. I mean, they've come out in huge numbers this week to watch her.
Lovely tee shot from Alison Corpus. This for birdie.
Inside left.
Well, she got a chance to see the putt run past, did Gino. So she should know the line.
Indeed. The grain is going to tweak this to the right-hand side. Yesterday, everybody stopped at the 16th tee box to wait for Gino on 17. Today, they have poured down this par 3. The support is evident, but this is real pressure on such a short putt. Keep it inside the hole.
Yeah, this is a really important one. She drops a shot here. Could be a little break that Chizzy EY needs to win. Got it.
Very good there. Kept her routine. Very nice, smooth stroke. As you said, Tom, the one good thing, she'd got past the hole, she'd seen the line, she was putting back up the hill.
Still tied. And of course, Chizzy on the hole ahead has a good look at birdie. Let's take a look at our Bangkok Bank save of the day, and we will give it to this one because we know how important it could be come the end of the day. Gino Tidekun with the par putt coming back the other way to save par. You can see there it was no gimme, that's for sure. The Bangkok Bank save of the day from the Bangkok native, Gino Tidekun. So here's how things stand. Does look like it's going to be Tidekun and EY battling over the last 2 holes. Hyo-Joo Kim will need something very special. Great day for Nana Kurtz-Madsen, who loves this golf course. Has such happy memories from her victory and top 10 last year. Round of 63, the first player to record 28 for 9 holes in the history of this tournament, which goes back to 2006, as the commissioner said to us earlier. 20th playing next year. Of course, a couple of years they didn't play for 2 different reasons. One, they were renovating the golf course here, and during COVID they didn't play. So the final pair will head to the 17th, where all the action is taking place, Tim.
Yeah, certainly so. It's really starting to ramp up the pressure, the drama, the intensity. It's all building up to what could be another fabulous finish as a couple of stragglers just make their way across the crosswalk. And, well, Sophie, Hyo-Joo Kim has had her chances. She needs something really, really special.
And hey, that's why we put the tee forward on 18, because you never know around this golf course. You come to it knowing that 20 under par doesn't win you it. It's a birdie fest. 266 is the run out of the fairway. A stream cuts across this par 4.
That's ideal for Kim, just right down to the end of the fairway.
Up ahead at the green, Lydia Ko. It's so much fun to watch around the greens.
I wonder if she enjoys it or wished she'd rather be hitting the greens.
We'll ask her later. Now, Gino, after that fabulous save.
Come on, Gino.
Hey down you for a birdie at the 18th. This will be for a round of 67. Yeah, good performance. Take some confidence down the Malay Peninsula to Singapore. Had a good season last year. Good couple of years for Hey Dan Yu, building very solid career on the LPGA.
Well, this would ask Gino Titicun a very serious question. Chizzy Iwai on the 17th green to grab a one-shot lead.
Yeah, after a lovely shot in the 7-iron, right over the flag. Down the hill, so she doesn't need to worry about the speed. Just focus on the line.
Early, was up and out of it quick, never had that started far enough left.
It's a couple of chances she's just let go on 15 and 17.
Real fireworks since that spectacular run of 2 eagles in 4 holes. Chizzy Iwai have to be content to be at 23 under, getting up the last. Now the final group of the day have reached their tee shots, reached their second shots, I should say, on the 17th. Gino Titicun and Chizzy Iwai deadlocked at 23 under par. Hasn't quite been the Sunday that Alison Corpuz was hoping for. Couple of shots further back, but it looks like it will be the tie to go first. What's she got into this green, Sophie?
151 yards. Plays a bit up the hill. You see Bampot there just directing that wind into from the left. But with a flag on the right-hand side, I think I wouldn't play it into, because it can drift. He's going to take the flight down on this, judging by the rehearsals. Gripping at the bottom of the grip here. 8 on, 5 from the right, 151.
And that's going to be good if it just comes off. It's trying. Crowder willing it.
For a moment there, I think everyone was worried that might just stick on the fringe, but it meanders its way down, and Titikun has a golden chance at 17.
Is that just a little break?
Well, you know, there's plenty of space left of it. Also, an 8-iron for Corpus. It's a birdie flag, isn't it? The 16th hole wasn't. It was a good par, but this is a birdie pin.
That one out a little right.
Yeah, the players who have hit it close have all used that slope in the middle of the green on the left-hand side, swung it round the slope.
Yeah. Kim last to go on this par 4.
Took it right down to the edge of this fairway, so leaves herself 125 yards. With this club, she doesn't need to use the slope.
Oh, she hated it the moment she hit it. No wonder. I think maybe just that 3-putt and 15 still in her head.
Wait on the 18th tee for Chizzy EY. A few groups playing this hole. Jin Choi knocked it long. This for eagle.
It's going to be fast once it gets on the green. Very good. You just about have to risk leaving that on the fairway.
Anna Kurtzmanson with the only eagle so far here today in that round of 63. Jin Choi with a round of 67. There's a big screen on the 18th, and I think they may have been watching Gino's second shot at 17. That's why they were cheering. Usually they take the screen away when players...
Yeah, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Gino trying to get her hands on the trophy here at the Honda LPGA Thailand. There it is. Been sitting up near the clubhouse all week. Beautiful trophy. Purse increase this year as well. The winner's check has gone up. $1.8 million purse here. Guaranteed prize money. Expenses paid for players as well. Final group on the 17th green. Yeah, she certainly looked a little more tense today.
She has. I think if she can get over the line on 18, we'll just see that outpouring of emotion.
Especially with family here, close to home for Gino. People can drive down and watch her. And as she said yesterday, this is the one chance that my mother gets to watch me. She doesn't travel on tour, doesn't come to any events apart from this one.
After that awful second shot, Hyo-Joo Kim is bunkered at 17, Sophie.
And on a downslope. She has to use the Gino Titikun backstop here.
It was well played, wasn't it? Well thought out.
On the tee at the 18th, Lydia Ko. Nicely away. Avoid any of the divots there.
Poos from the low point right of the 17th green.
5 yards between flag and green. You could see a bump in this one on the right hand side as she looks at it.
Very well played. She's hanging in. It's not been her day.
Important tee shot this for Chizzy Ey. Needs to find the fairway, give herself a good chance of an eagle putt on that green. Lovely rhythm in her golf swing.
She does. She's just not look like hitting a bad tee shot today. Doesn't try and force them, doesn't try and get too much out of them.
That's going to be Hyo Joo Kim to putt for par before Titikun has a crack at birdie on 17.
Titikun's watching on. Just saw her take a deep breath at the edge of the green. Well worked out, the bunker shot. And this one, slick. Look how short the practice swing is. Nudging to the right.
Well, made a mess of the second shot, but a classy up and down from the greenside bunker keeps Hyo Joo Kim all alone in third. Gino hasn't picked up a birdie since the start of the back nine at the 10th. She's looked a little shaky in moments, but a chance to get up the last with a one-shot lead. This is for birdie, Sophie.
And from below the pin, so it's not as quick. She saw Hyo Joo's just creep from left to right, so this one will want to have some right to left in it.
More like it. Gino Titikun birdies the 71st to open up a one-shot cushion over Chizzy Ey.
And what an important birdie that could be. In the perfect spot.
Throughout the week, she is such a different player. She's keeping her game face on, but boy, Katrina, that heart must be thumping out of her chest.
And listen to this crowd.
She's going to have a bit of a week. She sits up there on that 18th tee. She has this tournament in the palm of her hands. Titikun with a 5th birdie of the day, coming at the penultimate hole, has edged her one in front again of Chizzy Ey. LPGA Thailand title on the line. It's the world #1, clear by 1 with 1 to play.
waiting on the tee, what does that do for the equation here? Does it give her a chance to sort of take a breath, or is this not a good thing for her?
I think the fact she holed the putt on 17, I think this is a good thing. If she had missed that putt on 17, I think she'd have wanted just to get on with it. But she's holed the putt. She knows she's one ahead now. She can watch EY. She'll hear from the reaction of the crowd, potentially what kind of second shot she's hit. And she'll know they'll hit their drive, and then they'll be able to watch that penultimate group on the green. So she's going to know exactly what she has to do.
You see EY and Gino Tidekun going head-to-head here. Gino with the one-shot advantage with the birdie at 17. The second shot for Chizzy EY coming up. She's in the group ahead. And as we saw earlier when we were out there on that green, it's a pretty fine margin where you have to pitch it on the green, where you need to get it on the green in order to have a chance for an eagle.
It is indeed. I mean, it's easily reachable for all the players, but only one eagle so far from Madsen, who came in with the iron, managed to get it onto that back section. You're either get it on that little back section, or you're not very close. You're kind of, it's a good up and down for a birdie.
Still waiting. And it all comes down to this 72nd hole at the Honda LPGA Thailand. On the tee, Gino Tidekun leading by 1 with that birdie at the 17th. In the fairway in the group ahead, Chizzy EY waiting on her second shot. Gino joking with her caddy. We haven't seen too many smiles from Gino. She's pretty serious today, but maybe a good thing for her just to have a time to relax on the 18th. I don't know how you can relax in this position, though.
Oh, I know, she's trying her hardest. As I said, that putt on 17, I think we even just saw a glimmer of a smile.
So the group in the fairway are waiting for the third to last group up on the green, and Julio Lopez Ramirez in that group, the big hitting player from the south of Spain. It's been a disappointing day, though. She's had 4 bogeys, just 1 birdie, which came at the 15th. We saw that reaction when she made the birdie putt there on the short par 4. So 3 over par for the round. Started the day tied for 7th with an outside chance of being in contention come the end of the day, and now down in a tie for 24th. I'm just trying to figure out, Katrina, where she's going to start this one.
Yeah, there's so much slope in the screen. This putt's going to be coming sideways. She's going to be going at, I would say, at least probably a foot outside that marker. You can see the yellow one.
Yeah, that marks the back of the green for the yardages that the players use.
Just too hard to take any break.
Chizzy EY is still waiting back in that fairway. And when you're in Chizzy EY's position, what does this wait do for you?
Not great. She knows she's got to hit a good shot. She's probably trying not to think about it. You can see her caddy, Andy Dearden, experienced caddy, just chatting away to her, trying to keep her relaxed. Taking a few practice swings. She knows one good shot. Just try and give her that chance of eagle.
And what is going through the mind of Gino Tidekun? Still a bit of golf to be played up on the green. This is Andrea Lee. Andrea has had you might say somewhat of a boring day. 16 pars, 1 birdie. Oh, they get another one there. This will be round of 70 to finish. A lot of consistency, but you've got to make more birdies on this golf course.
we've had the intrepid Sophie Walker has zipped up, and Chizzy has actually got the ball above her feet, 233 yards. So not easy.
Still she waits. Watching up at the green, Hannah Green. Not able to finish with a birdie. Good finish to the day. They made their eagle at 15, birdie at 17. So it is a round of 68 for Hannah Green, and she will look forward to next week, where she's a past champion, starting her season here at the Honda LPGA Thailand after a nice break down in Australia. There's her husband on the bag this week, so they've had a good time together, I'm sure. And now Julia Lopez Ramirez for par. What would you say to her from what you've seen over the last few days with her game?
I think from what we've seen, it's more her course management. She has the shots, but I think she's got to just be a little bit more aware of course management, and not perhaps just going, it's just taming that aggression. She's an aggressive player, likes to go at things, but sometimes it's just perhaps not the shot.
75 today for Julia Lopez Ramirez in her second year on the LPGA Tour, one of the longest hitters in the women's game, maybe the longest. And now the stage is set for these final two groups. They include the two players battling at the top of the leaderboard, and the second shot here for Chizzy EY, one behind. Starting out right, trying to get it to come back. What kind of a leave is that?
It's going to be tricky. We've seen a few players over there. I think with where she is, she's going to have to try and chip that. She's going to have to land it short of the green and then just let it trundle on. It's difficult. I mean, it probably is the only place to miss it on this green, but it's still not easy to get up and down.
Almost ready to go back on the tee, just waiting on this group. This is So-Mi Lee's second. Looking like it's going left.
And that's a lot easier having jumped into that next bunker. EY with the ball above her feet was expecting it to move a little bit more right to left. We usually get that right to left flight.
And Lydia Ko. Her 8th appearance here. First came to the Honda LPGA Thailand 13 years ago.
And that looked good.
Is it going to be enough?
That is good there. Just with it being on the fairway, it's stuck on the green. That might have come back down.
Yeah, anything that finishes on that ridge that you see going up to the green will actually come back and go off the front of the green. So something to be aware of as we watch this final group. And now back to the tee for Gino.
A forward tee, 493 yard par 5. It's a downwind with this driver.
And that's perfect, keeping it more to the middle, left-hand side. You get the flatter lie.
ด้านขวาหยุดเดินก่อนนะครับ
And
Gino could carry at 250, which takes you over a step, which Hyoju is looking to try and skip one through that step.
One more.
Well, Hyoju in position, looks like her chances have gone. It really comes down to Gino and Chizzy. Chizzy needs to get it up and down for a birdie, maybe even chip it in for an eagle. We'll see. It's a pretty steep walk up to the green at 18, and Chizzy has made the walk up there and is now trying to figure out what to do. What kind of a shot do you need to play from over here?
She's got a couple of different options. She could try and go the really low route, just kind of chip and run through the fairway, just get it onto the edge of the green and let it run down. Or she could go a little higher, maybe just one hop on the fairway and then down onto the green. But it's not easy. She's got to be clear in her mind which shot she wants to play.
Is the backstop ever an option from here?
I don't think, remember we were looking at that this morning, I don't think the backstop on that back right hand side is enough for the ball to come down. The backstop's more on the back left of the green.
Almost looks like it flings the ball the other way, away from the flag as well.
Gino's making her way up to the fairway. And all of the attention on this 18th hole. Great atmosphere, really. I mean, so many people coming out this weekend. We've had big crowds right from the get-go on Thursday. So glad that we've made it through without any delays. Those rumbles of thunder on the tee at 15, you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is not what we need. So glad that we made it to this point. Looks like it's going to be a grandstand finish.
Yeah.
23-year-old Gino Tidekun has celebrated her 23rd birthday this week, making her way up to where her tee shot has finished on the final hole in the Honda LPGA Thailand. She has a one-shot lead, and Chizzy Iwai is now chipping up there. Needs to do something special.
It's got to hold, it's got to stay. Yeah, it was just difficult. She made sure she got it on the green. She's given herself a chance. She's given herself a birdie putt.
Well, you were worried that it was going to run a little bit further and it could have gone off the front of the green.
It didn't need much more, and that is a very small shelf up there at the top.
Somi Lee's over in the bunker. Well, you said it was a good spot to miss.
Yeah, to get it into that second bunker, the one right up there, hopping over the first one.
Somi will have that for a round of 68. Get into a tie for third with Hyoju Kim. Of course, Hyoju is still playing that 18th hole, so she could edge ahead and take third on her own. And Gino waits. Now Lydia Ko.
See, she's aiming out at that marker. A lot of fairway to run over before she gets to the green. And that hopped when she hit it. I was slightly surprised she didn't chip that one. She's such a good chipper.
Just
maybe didn't like the lie.
maybe just preparing something that caused that to hop. And still got a bit of work to do for her birdie. She'll have that for a round of 67. And it is Chizzy EY who's going to be next to go. And this, to tie the lead, put some pressure on Gino. Force her to make a birdie or an eagle to win it outright.
Yeah, it's a must make. Gives you a good idea of the slope she's going to be having to putt across.
She's just run out of speed. And her challenge has run out of steam. It was a good day, good Sunday, but wasn't able to make a birdie from the 11th hole on. And in a round of 66, Gino back in the fairway would have been watching. Just trying to gather her thoughts. Knows what she needs to do now. EY, Chizzy's twin sister, finished runner-up last year. Looks like the twins are going to match each other over a 2-year period at the Honda LPGA Thailand. And Lydia Ko, who's done a lot in the game. And I think she comes to events like this, she wants to win. She wants to be a player who's won all over the world.
And she has already won all over the world, hasn't she? But this is an event she hasn't won.
Right.
She's won so many, but she'll want to win. Won the Olympics, won majors.
Won at St Andrews.
Won at St Andrews.
A little under the weather this week, maybe not on top form. She's not a player to make excuses, but I think it's been a bit of a battle, especially in these conditions here.
She'll be looking forward to getting to Singapore, defending.
Loves the event in Singapore and was overjoyed to get the win last year. So finishes at 20 under. Great performance. It's not quite good enough to challenge Gino Tidekun at the top of the leaderboard. Somi Lee continues to build her career. She's a player certainly in line to win an individual event this season. You wouldn't bet against it. She won the Team Dow Championship last year with Jin Hee Im. And has put together some really good results. And it's another one this week from Somi Lee. Moves her into a tie for third with Hyo-Joo Kim. Hyo-Joo will try to break that tie as she plays the final hole in the final group.
Thank you.
Good point.
The future's so bright though for the Akie and Chizzy EY sisters.
Oh, isn't it? I mean, what a second place from Akie last year, second for Chizzy this year, both winning in their rookie year. The future is bright.
Well, Hyo-Joo needs this one to go in for a 2.
224 yards up the hill, 3-wood.
Been a very popular spot, that right-hand side.
Almost the identical shot to what Chizzy had just a little while ago. Jeanette, do you want to say it? There's her twin sister, Akie.
Thank you so much.
Next. Always next week, always. Just you. No need to.
She knows she had a chance, didn't she? The missed putt on 15, birdie on 18, but she's nothing to be upset about. A very good tournament.
Players give their all, they play their heart out. The emotions come out when all is said and done. It just shows you how much it means to Chizzy trying to get that victory. Well, Gino knows what she needs to do here. Sophie, and what shot does she face?
Gino has had this 4-iron in her hand for a long time, which means we're not going to go after the back pin. It's 216 yards to that back flag. So we're looking at a 190 shot here for Gino with her 4-iron back up the hill.
Just needs to charge up this slope, needs to get up the slope. And that ball could come back off the green. Let's watch. There's just nothing to stop it. And now it needs to be careful because there are a bunch of divots down there. Just avoid the divots. And tough to tell.
I think she just skirted past them. That's a tight lie though down there. Ooh, not where she wanted to be.
I wonder the shot she was trying to play there, Katrina.
I wonder whether she was trying to keep it just short of that slope and maybe just a little bit of adrenaline, the excitement, the adrenaline coming up the last, trying to get that win. Just got an extra maybe 5-6 yards. I mean, if she'd landed, if she hadn't got it, if she'd just got it to the bottom of the slope, she was absolutely perfect.
She knows this hole really well. She knows the difficulty of that shot coming up as she makes her way to the 18th green, a tournament that she's been coming to watch since she was 8 years old with her grandparents. They would drive down from Bangkok to watch the best players in the world. I was talking to her earlier in the week. I said, did you get any pictures with, you know, the stars when you were a youngster? She said, yeah, I did. I took pictures, took selfies, got autographs. And now, of course, she is the star, and they want her to win here so badly. She knows that. And all the pressure will be on her shoulders because this is not easy.
It's not easy, but the one thing is she doesn't need to make the birdie. If she can get the par, she can just try and get this chip onto that top level.
So is that the shot? You play aggressive here?
I think she's got, yeah, you've got to try and get it up onto that top level. I mean, we stood down there this morning and you can't actually see that top level from down there. And it is quite a tight, bare lie. I think she'll aim a little bit left of the flag and maybe just take, if it comes round, it comes round. If not, she's just on that kind of back right of the green. The last thing she wants, she's got to get it up the top. You don't want to, if you maybe come back down, she might end up right back down to where she is.
Sophie, have you had a chance to take a look at how that ball is lying?
She has avoided the divots.
Chizzy EY has signed her card. And you're down there, Sophie. This is a pretty nerve-wracking moment as we take a look at the lie.
You can see the sandy divots, and there's some new ones there. It's a popular spot, but thankfully for Gino, she's avoided them. It's a tight lie, though, down there. It's got about 5 feet of uphill slope. It's 36 yards to that flag, 26 to the top of the 3rd tier on this 18th hole. And she knows better than anybody that she can't afford to have this come up short because it will roll back, possibly towards her feet.
Oh, it was the shot she needed to play at just the right time.
Fabulous shot. You could see that was a sandy down there. It wasn't the easiest shot, but she just clipped that beautifully. Didn't take much time over it, just got up there, had a quick look. But excellent shot under that pressure.
So many things could have gone wrong there. a slight miscue, and as you say, the ball's coming back to your feet, and then you're thinking big numbers.
Yeah, and then if you go too far long, you know, if you go behind the green, then it's a really difficult shot back.
Hyo Kim with her eagle chance. If this goes in, she ties Chizzy Iwai for second.
And you're very close to being on the right level here. It's so much better look. A little kick from right to left. Not going to pitch this one on the green though.
Oh, how good is this?
Well, that was magnificent. We've seen a lot of players attempt that shot and none quite as well as that.
I think it's one of the best finishing holes on tour.
It is, because so many things can happen, and there's no real good miss. I mean, Gino really kind of had to go for that second shot, because there's nowhere you can think, oh, well, there, I'll miss it there, and I've got an automatic par.
Hyo Kim edges ahead of Somi Lee, take third place on her own, so it's a lucrative birdie at the 18th. And now Alison Corpuz had a wonderful second shot in there, this for eagle.
She had 220 yards, and what a cracker to finish. Moves left to right for an eagle.
It's going to be a birdie finish for Alison Corpuz, and she will be the leading American at the 2026 Honda LPGA Thailand. Gets her back to where she started today, but disappointing final round. I mean, put 3 rounds in the 60s together. And Gino Titigan now, the stage is cleared for the world #1 to take the victory here. Two putts to secure the victory. She will want to make it just one. It doesn't matter that it misses, because it's a dream come true for Gina. A win on home soil. She's the champion in her native Thailand, the winner of the Honda LPGA Thailand. And let the celebrations begin.
Absolutely. She came in here with all the pressure on her. Crowds were wanting her to win. Listen to them.
Just see finally some emotion, the outpouring of emotion, and usually a hug from mum does that to you. She is a testament to resilience, persistence, hard work, relentless dedication and a real credit to not only her family, mum and dad. You see her coach there, Chris Asuwan-Wampon, who's been around and helped craft her into a terrific golfer. Her parents have shaped her into a wonderful ambassador for the game. Her caddy Bangkok has been on the bag for every single one of her wins, bar one. She's got a great team, and she has made them proud, and she certainly made her country proud. Gino Titikun, a winner here at the Honda LPGA Thailand. You couldn't be happier for such a fine young lady.
Absolutely not. And just look at all the players that came on the green to congratulate her. Just a testament to what a popular player is. And as you say, what an ambassador for Thailand and the LPGA. Lydia there congratulating her. And Chizzy, you battle out there for 5 hours wanting to beat the other person, but you're there at the end to congratulate them.
It was the ending that many who came to the Siam Country Club today would have wanted to see, would have expected to see, but my goodness, the journey that we were on over the last 5 hours, it was anything but straightforward. Talented cast of characters tried their very best, but it was ultimately Gino Titikun who stands head and shoulders above the crowd. The shot of the day, a vital birdie on the 17th hole that gave her that much needed one-shot cushion. Going up the last, Gino Titikun's birdie on 17, the Honda shot of the day. Eighth win on the LPGA Tour, Gino Titikun. We've said it for many years now. Katrina, is this the year where she finally gets that major monkey off her back? She's started off brilliantly enough, hasn't she?
You would have to think so. I mean, she started off this year how she finished last year. She was #1 in strokes gained on the LPGA Tour last year. She was unlucky in some of the majors. I mean, the finish from Grace Kim at Evian last year.
Just needed 2. And then you got them, why not use them?
May as well take them. But what a feeling. She knew after that chip, she knew she had won the tournament.
It wasn't the easiest chip in the world, as you mentioned. We were all standing there on that 18th green this morning going, how do you play this shot? It looks simple on television. I promise you it isn't. To hold your nerve, see that emotion pouring out of her after the job was done. She is a class above the rest. This 23-year-old Thai made her LPGA Tour debut at the age of 14, 3 days after her 14th birthday and 2 days after her 23rd birthday. She wins the Honda LPGA Thailand. Third Thai to do so. And this stifling heat that we get in Southeast Asia, boy, does that feel good.
That must have felt pretty nice. The thunderstorm came.
They certainly got enough water on her, my goodness. Started to pool in her shoes.
I think they might go to a fan.
And she won't mind one bit. Gino Titikun. How about the 3 winners we've had to start the year?
I was just thinking that. We've had Gino Titikun now, the world #1 win. Nelly Korda win the season opener on the LPGA, the world #2. And Charlie Hull winning last week in Saudi, the world #3. This could be a very special year we're going to be watching on the LPGA this year.
Charlie Hull going to be in the field next week at the HSBC Women's World Championship. So we head down to Singapore, and well, what can you do if you're Chizzy EY? You have thrown everything you had at the world #1. 2 eagles in 4 holes, and for a moment, well, there was doubt. Would she win? Would she be able to hold her nerve? It looked a little shaky. Misses at 13, misses at 15, but ultimately, Gino Titikun will leave the Siam Country Club with the spoils Sunday evening. So nice as well Arya Juttanagan there to congratulate the woman she bested back in 2021. And, well, to no one's surprise, Gino Titikun with her victory here in Thailand leapfrogs Nelly Korda, the winner of the Tournament of Champions a couple of weeks ago, into the top spot. Chizzy EY's runner-up finish sees her up into third. Lydia Ko padding her spot inside the top 5. And, well, plenty of reactions on social media. Gino Titikun wins on home ground here in Thailand. And, you know, for so many players, like Tom said in the opening, Katrina, winning your national open or winning on home soil, it is like the 5th major.
Oh,
the 6th major.
Yeah, it's like the 6th major, isn't it? Without a doubt. Especially for the non-Americans, because they get that opportunity so infrequently, if not just maybe just once a year.
Low round of the day, Nannakuds Madsen, former winner here. Brilliant round of 63, including a 28 on the inward half, highlighted by 2 eagles. First player to ever card a 28 in this championship. Commiserations, Chizzy EY. What can you say? He just got beat by the better player. Fabulous, fabulous round of golf. And Hyo-Joo Kim, oh, she will rue that 3-putt on the 15th hole, but a top 3 finish to start her season. Maybe not feeling her best all week, still showed her class to round out the top 5.
Yeah, and looking forward to next week defending.
I was going to ask you, apart from Gino Titikun, obviously, who takes the greatest amount of confidence going into Singapore?
Well, Gino Titikun, you've got Lydia Ko, and I think coming into play next week, Charlie Hull. Took the week off this week, but won, as we said last week.
Hannah Green, former winner at Sentosa Golf Club. She's finished in solo 7th. Shanate Wanasayan was there to console Chizzy EY off the back of the 18th green. A top 20 finish for the opening round co-leader alongside a countrywoman, Jari Ananarukan. Chinoknan Angurasarani, well, not quite able to kick on today, just a level past 72. Same too for Yuri Yoshida and Lee Hyang Lee. Nice finish of the week for Rio Takeda, 66 for Rio. So just outside the top 30. Maybe a little disappointment for Grace Kim over the weekend. She found herself in a pretty good spot at the halfway mark, just wasn't able to sustain that scoring pace.
It's tough to sustain that, these kind of mid-60s rounds for 4 rounds. Angel Yin, not the defence she perhaps was looking for.
Was looking solid through most of Thursday and then just sort of slowly fell away over the weekend. Ultimately, defence of the title comes to an end at 5 under par. There is last year's runner-up, Akie EY, 71 to close for her.
The young American, Gianna Clement, will be heading over to start her campaign on the Epsom Tour to try and get her full playing rights for 27.
Yoshida turned 22 yesterday, unfortunately. Will end her week with a rather disappointing 77. So too, Gurleen Cole recorded 2 eagles on Friday. Rim Prachnakorn, the lone amateur in the field this week, starting off with a 73, and unfortunately, Moria Juttanagan popping up the pile after a 79 today. But Gino Titikun will be the toast of the town here in Thailand. Weight of expectation into the week as the world number 1. She claims a 1-stroke victory over Chizzy EY. Her 8th LPGA Tour title, 3rd from the land of smiles to do so, following the footsteps of Arya Juttanagan, who bested her back in 2021, and Patty Tavatanakit, and a 3rd win in her last 5 starts to go along with that dramatic playoff victory in Shanghai, and of course the Tour Championship. Well, let's get down to business and the moment that Gino Titikun has been waiting for an awful long time. Let's go down to the prize presentation and Tom Abbott.
Well, down here on the presentation podium with our champion Gino Titikun, we're going to hand over this trophy because Mr. Toshihiro Kuihara, the president and CEO of Asian Honda Motors, is here to make the presentation. Before I talk to you, it is time for you to get your hands on this trophy. Kuihara-san, would you like to make the presentation? Well, Gino, congratulations. I know this is the one you really wanted to win. Where does this achievement rank in all the things that you've done in your career?
I mean, I would rate it like A++++ something. I mean, you know, like, I know it's not that big event to, like, compared to the majors, but, like, for me, winning in my home country would just mean a lot to me, sometimes more than a major feelings-wise.
With the crowds that we had here today, it had that major feel. It was certainly a big event when we were watching. During that final round, did you know where you were standing on the leaderboard? Did you know what you had to do there on 18?
I think I kind of know where I had to do on 18 because, like, because we have to wait for them to finish. So kind of know my position, but the ship that I have isn't that easy. So I tried to get it up there and then, you know, make some putts.
And what does it mean to win in front of family and friends? You said yesterday that this is the only event that your mother gets to come and watch you in person. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's mean a lot. My mom just really came up to me on, like, you know, when I finished the 18, and then she really cried a lot. And then I told her, I finally won the tournament in front of you. Like, you were here with me. So she's just really emotional. Make me emotional too.
Well, that's fantastic. You deserve it. You can celebrate with your family, but before you do that, lift that trophy up one more time for us. Gino Titicaun, the Honda LPGA Thailand champion.
We are so delighted for her as well. Tom Abbott there with the questions. And many congratulations once again, Gino Titicaun. Well, we talked about at the start of the week, Katrina. She first came here as an 8-year-old, tailing her, along with her grandparents, inspired by some of the best. She is one of the best now. Surely there are several Gino Titicauns of the future watching this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sure there are. And you just heard the emotion in her interview there, and there's her hugging her mum. Her mum, who she said was in floods of tears watching that, the only tournament she gets to come and watch her play in. But just fantastic for Gino.
It'll be a hugely popular win in the Titicaun household for many, many years to come. Let's show you how she got there. Boy, oh boy, we expected drama on Sunday, and, well, we weren't disappointed, were we?
No, just short of the green in 2 on the first. But a beautiful little chip just to the top of the slope. And the momentum of the ball carries it right down to that flagstick.
As we discussed on the way here, the start was going to be key in determining the tone of the day for Gino Titicaun, and she got off to the perfect start with that opening birdie. But then would drop a shot at the 4th and responded very nicely here on the 6th.
Yeah, this was more what we had seen from the first 3 days from Gino Titicaun, dancing round the flagstick.
Would go on to roll that one in for birdie and wasn't done just yet. This was one of the shots of the day, surely.
Yeah, this was a classy shot. A kind of punchy 5-iron ball above her feet, trying to hold it. And what a shot, and just with that crowd.
Wouldn't hold the eagle putt, but simplest of tap-in birdies, and then this sidewinder, snaking putt on the 8th for 3 in a row.
Yeah, just as EY was kind of edging closer to her.
And made the turn. EY had made eagle in the group ahead. This wasn't the easiest of shots, but my goodness, we thought this had a chance.
Yeah, she's got all the shots, hasn't she? Very high lofted sand iron coming down very softly.
Missed a short one for par on 13. Didn't birdie the reachable 15, but showed nerves of steel with this glorious approach into 17.
Yes, just used the contours of the green. We were all on tender hooks. Was it going to come back? But it did. The crowd willed it back.
She had been a little shaky with the putter on the back 9, but when it mattered most, well, she does what world number 1s do so often.
Wasn't it? Those putts 16, 17. Give her that one-shot advantage coming up the last.
Yeah, you heard her in the interview with Tom. Wasn't the easiest chip. Played it very nicely up there. 2 putts was all she needed to claim a brilliant victory in front of friends and family at the Honda LPGA Thailand. Seeded up for the first time this week in her homeland as the #1 ranked player in the world. She certainly didn't disappoint. Gino Titicun, your winner in the 2026 installment of the Honda LPGA Thailand. Just parting thoughts as we wind down the week. Katrina, another fabulous weekend, another close finish here in Pattaya.
Yeah, another close finish. It always seems to throw up close finishes, this event. And what more could we have asked for? I mean, Chizzy, Huju, they put a little bit of pressure on Gino, but she just, as we saw on those putts in 16 and 17, just rose to the top. And I think for the tournament, fantastic. Everyone wanted her to win.
There'll be a lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas, as there usually are, as players leave the golf course on Sunday evening. But take nothing away from Gino Titicun, who earned her place atop the podium here at the Siam Country Club. It's been another fantastic week here at the Honda LPGA to kick off 2026 and to kick off the Asian swing. It's been wonderful to have you along for the ride. Do join us next week in Singapore at the HSBC Women's World Championship. For Tom Abbott, Katrina Matthews, Sophie Walker and myself, Timothy Lowe, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.